Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I am Khairul, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Dhaka College, Dhaka. Again, welcome you to my online class or virtual class. After a long time, we have been compelled to return to my online class. The situation is not happy for us. That is why we have to return to online class for your betterment or to complete the courses. As we are passing a very crucial moment, so we should be conscious about our health safety because the pandemic corona is increasing day by day. That is why we should be alert for our health safety. Okay, I think you are staying at home safe and sound by the grace of Almighty Allah. Today I will conduct a class on narration or speech. Narration or speech. What is narration? Narration or speech is a statement is by an orator or by a deliverer. In Bengali we can say ukti. Narration or speech in Bengali it is known as ukti, but in English we say it narration or speech. When we utter any word to communicate with each other, especially through dialogue, this is called narration. So our narration or speech can be shown in two ways. That is why narration are two types, direct and indirect. We can say direct or direct or indirect or indirect. When we show a speech or a statement as an orator speaks directly, this is called direct. For example, he said, I am ill. This statement has been said by a person, he, and I have shown it accordingly as he says or as he said. That is why it is direct. But when I will show the sentence according to the other's sense or other's perspective, then we will call it indirect. So the speech direct when the deliverer says anything as his personal statement, that is called direct. But when this statement is uttered by another person, it is called indirect. So narration or speech are two types, direct and indirect. He said that he was ill. If we follow the first example from direct to indirect, we see that there are some changes from direct to indirect. The first change is that in the direct speech or direct narration, there are two parts. First part, and second part. But in indirect speech, we see two parts are connected by some conjunction or some words or phrases which is shown as one sentence. So the first part, when an orator or a deliverer speaks, who speaks, where it is pointed, this part is known as reporting verb. The first part is known as reporting verb, and the second part is known as reported speech. What have been said, this is called reported speech. Who said, this part is called reporting verb. So in direct sentence or direct narration or speech, we see there are two parts. First part is known as reporting verb, second part is known as reported speech. When we will make the direct sentence into indirect, then we have to change something. First of all, we have to connect two parts with a conjunction or with some words. We know, according to meaning, there are 5 kinds of sentences in English: assertive, interrogative, imperative, operative, and last one is exclamatory. Exclamatory. So according to the meaning, there are 5 sentences. Similarly, the narration or speech that we change from direct to indirect, we have to change it according to the sentence of meaning: assertive, interrogative, imperative, operative, exclamatory. When we will change the sentence from direct to indirect, all the sentences will have to make assertive. Interrogative will be changed to assertive, imperative will be changed to assertive, operative will be changed to assertive, exclamatory will be changed to assertive. So in direct sentence, the sentence can be in 5 forms: assertive, interrogative, imperative, operative, exclamatory. But in indirect, we will have to change only in the assertive sentence. Now I will show according to the sentence: assertive, interrogative, imperative, operative, exclamatory. First of all, I will show you in single sentence, then we will go through in passage narration. But for your better understanding, I will show you in single sentence according to the kinds of sentences: assertive, interrogative, imperative, operative, exclamatory. That in the first example, we see we have changed in 2 points. First of all, change of tense. It is a must for narration. In reporting verb, if we do not change accordingly, there is no problem. But in reported speech, we have some changes which is must. Without these changes, the speech changing will not be correct. So first of all, change of tense, it must be correct. It has no alternative. And second one, change of person. Two changes are must for changing speech from direct to indirect or indirect to direct. We see in present situation that in different boards we see indirect speeches are given to change direct, or popularly known, direct speeches are changed to indirect. At first we will show how can we change from direct to indirect? Then we will focus from indirect to direct. I will show you accordingly with the sentence. First one, assertive. What is called assertive sentence? The sentence that generally expresses an statement or an speech or a speech to communicate with someone. That is called assertive sentence. Generally, the assertive sentence expresses an statement without any question, without any surprise, without any request, order, or any wish. What we generally say, this is called assertive. For example, we can write, he said to me, my father was a school teacher. One person says to me, he said to me, my father was a school teacher. His father or my father was a school teacher. This is an assertive sentence because this sentence expresses a statement about a person without any question, without any surprise. So, in this sentence, we see there is two parts. There are two parts. First part, reporting verb. Second part, reported each piece. Now we will see how can we change from direct to indirect of assertive sentences. In the first part, reporting verb, if we see that there is an object of reporting verb. Here we see he said to me. Me is an object of reporting verb said. So if the reporting verb have an object, then we can change the reporting verb said to into told. As it is a past tense, the past tense of tell is told. But if we do not change said to into told, this is not a problem. The sentence will be correct. But if we do not change the tense and person of the reported speech, our sentence will not be correct. So, the change of reporting verb is not mandatory or is not so very important, but the change of reported speech is very much important. If we write, he said to me that, that will be correct. But if we do not change the person or tense of the second part, that means reported speech, the sentence will not be correct. So, according to the tense of first part, we have to change the option of the second part. If the reporting verb is in past form, then we will have to change the reported speech. Otherwise, if the reporting verb is present or in future tense, the reported speech or the second part will not be changed. The rules, first one, we should remember that if the reporting verb is in present or future, the tense of reported speech will not be changed. So first of all, we should follow the first part, reporting verb. We have to identify either it is present or past or future. Then we will change the reported speech. So first of all, the first one, if the reporting verb is in present or future, the tense of reported speech will not be changed. Another, if the reported speech is in universal truth, then it will not be changed. Number two, if the reported speech is universal truth, that means in Bengali চিরন্তন সত্য, then it will not be changed. The reported speech will not be changed. Reported speech is universal truth, it will not be changed. It will not be changed. This is the primary rules of narration, very primary rules. Now we will follow the next rules. Change of person. Change of person. We have to change the person of reported speech depending on the person of reporting verb. So, if the reported speech is in first person, we have to follow the subject of reporting verb. Again, I repeat, we have to change the first person of reported speech. We have to change the first person of reported speech depending on the subject of reporting verb. So we see we have to change first person according to the subject of reporting verb, and second person will be changed according to the object of reporting verb. Third person will not be changed. That is the rules of person changing. That means we have to change first person according to the subject and second person according to the object. Then we should know the subject, object and possessive. In Bengali we know there is a term karok in English which is known as cage of person. In English there are three cages: nominative cage, objective case, possessive cage. One person can be used in three cages or three forms or three phases. That means nominative, objective and possessive or vocative. Possessive can be called also vocative. For example, nominative of a first person is singular I, object me and possessive my, mine. So we have to change the form person according to the cage and number. That means there are two numbers, singular and plural, and every person has three forms or three formats: nominative, which is used as subject; objectives, which is used as object; and possessive can be used as subject or object both. So the use of a person is only for object or as subject, but the forms or formats are three: nominative, objective, and possessive. When we will change the subject, we should maintain the number and cases. If the person is in singular number, we have to change it as singular. If the person is in plural number, we have to change it as plural. Accordingly, we have to change as subject or object or possessive. So we should have knowledge about the person clearly. Then we will not face any problem to change the person. Okay. The first person will be changed depending on the subject, and second person will be changed depending on the object, and third person will not be changed. Then I will show you the change of tense. Change of tense. I think you all know the rules, but I am repeating the rules for your better understanding and for those who have the lackings. Okay, change of tense. If the reporting verb is in past form, then we will change the reported speech according to the following rules. For example, present indefinite will be changed into past indefinite. In this way, all the present tenses will be transformed into past tenses accordingly. That means present indefinite will be changed into past indefinite. Present continuous will be changed into past continuous. Present perfect will be changed into past perfect. Present perfect continuous will be changed to past perfect continuous. That means first page, present tense will be transformed into past accordingly. That means if that sentence is in present indefinite, we have to change it past indefinite. Present continuous, past continuous. Present perfect, past perfect. Present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous. Then another two changes. Past indefinite will be changed into past perfect. The first two of past tenses will be changed into the last form of the past tenses. Past indefinite, past perfect, past continuous will be changed into past perfect continuous. So you see, there are 6 tenses that we'll have to change from one to another. That means present will be changed into past, and the first 2 of past tenses will be changed into the last 2 tense of past form. If it is in future form, that means future indefinite or future continuous or future perfect, then we will follow the following rules. Will be changed into would, the past form of will, would. If shall will be changed into should, may, might, can, would. But if it is in past form, that means would, should, might, could, there will be no change. There are some word changes for your better understanding. You can learn it from the books also. Just for example, I will show yesterday. if the word we see in direct speech yesterday, we have to change as the previous day. Similarly, there are some other changes. I think you should memorize it from your books. I will not repeat it, or I will not write here. Yesterday, the previous day, tomorrow, the following day. There are some changes of words. You should memorize it, and this is the matter of memorizing. There is no matter of understanding. We have to change some words when we will change a speech from direct to indirect. Now we will go to the basic rules of assertive sentence. How can we change an assertive sentence from direct to indirect? We will use that naturally or generally to connect two parts, reporting verb and reported speech, in the assertive sentence. If we change any assertive sentence from direct to indirect, then we will have to use that to connect the two parts of a speech, reporting verb and reported speech. So you should remember that will be used in assertive sentence to connect the two parts. Then now we will change the sentence from direct to indirect. I have already said about the changes of tenses and changes of person. So now we will write the answer. Please, you should write the answer. I will show your answer in your comment boxes. He said to me, as we see, there is an object of reporting verb said. So we will write told instead of said to. He told me that. Please show me your answer of these sentences. My father was a school teacher. Okay, I am telling my father was a school teacher. In this sentence we see this sentence is in past form. So we have to change this sentence in past perfect tense. We have to change past indefinite into past perfect. The subject of the reported speech is my father. My father is a third person, but the word my is first person. That is why it will have to change. The word my is a first person. So we have to follow the subject of the reporting verb. We see the subject of the reporting verb is he. That is third person. So we have to change the person into third person. He is a nominative form, but here we see my is an possessive form. I, we, I, me, my. So he, the objective of he is him and possessive is his. Now we see my will be changed into his because it is a possessive form. So according to the rules, we have to change it in a possessive form. Father will not be changed as it is third person. Our person will his father. He told me that his father was a school teacher. As here we see was is the main verb. The past participle form of was is been, and to make it past perfect we have to use had. The structure of past perfect, subject plus had plus V3. Our subject is his father. My father has been changed into his father. So his father had been a school teacher. Clear? Yes, your answer is right. He told me that his father had been a school teacher. Okay. Now I will give you some examples of all the sentences: assertive, interrogative, imperative, operative, and exclamatory, and I will discuss the rules of every sentence accordingly. Okay, please follow the example and write the answer correctly. He said to me, I have done my duty. Number one. Number two, he said to me, which book do you want? Number two, please write the answer. Number three, I said to Rohim, will you help me? Number four, he said to me, let us play cricket. Number five, the teacher said, to the students, please behave yourself. Please behave yourself. Okay, and the five sentences I have given you. Please show me the answer. He asked me which book did I wanted. This is not a correct answer, and this is wrong answer. He asked me which book I wanted. This one is correct answer. He told me that he had done his duty. This one is also correct answer. He asked me which book I wanted, not he wanted. Which book he wanted is not correct answer. Which book I wanted is correct answer. Okay, number three, I asked Rohim if he would help me. I asked Rohim if he would help me. Okay, now I will explain the first sentence. He said to me, I have done my duty. This is an assertive sentence. According to the rules of assertive sentence, we have to use told instead of said to. He told me that. First person will be changed according to the subject that has been changed into he, as it is a past perfect sentence. So we have to change, as it is a present perfect, we have to change it past perfect. That means he had done. My duty will be changed. My is a possessive form, so the possessive form of he is his duty. He had done his duty. He told me that he had done his duty. Number 2, he said to me, which book do you want? We should remember, or you should remember, that if the interrogative sentence starts with a WH word, then we have to use if or whether to connect the two parts, reporting verb and reported speech. We have to connect the reporting verb and reported speech of an interrogative sentence that starts with a WH word, W and S. That is why it is called WH words. Then we will connect it. We will connect the word of WH, sentence of WH, with that WH. If it is used which, then which will be used as a connector. But we should remember, the noun that will be used with the WH word, it is not the subject or object, it is the part of the WH. It is the part of the WH. So here the which book is the WH words. So which book? Here we will not use if but whether. If or whether will be used in the simple interrogative sentence that will start with an auxiliary verb. When an interrogative sentence will start an auxiliary verb, then we will use if or whether to connect two parts, reporting verb and reported speech. Which book do you want? This is an interrogative sentence, but it is in simple present tense. We have to make it past tense, and we should make the sentence assertive. Then the subject will be used before the verb. So here second person will be changed according to the object. Object is me, but here it has been used as a subject. So subject of me is I. So which book I? The first present indefinite will be changed into past indefinite. That means the answer will be the second sentence. He asked me. According to the rules, said to will be replaced by asked. In interrogative sentence, said or said to will be replaced by asked. He asked me which book I wanted. Number 3, I said to Rohim, will you help me? We have to use if but whether in this sentence to connect the two parts. I asked Rohim if he would help me. The verb will not be changed because after modal auxiliary, the verb will be is in base form or present form. It will not be changed. So the answer of the third sentence, I asked Rohim if he would help me. Number 4, he said to me, let us play cricket. Let, when the sentence will start with let, generally it is an imperative sentence. If the imperative sentence starts with let, then we have to use that to connect the two parts. And instead of said to, we will use proposed or suggested. The word proposed or suggested can be used instead of said to. Well, he proposed me that, or he suggested me that. Let will be omitted because we have to make it assertive. So in assertive sentence there is no use of let in the beginning. There is another important focus that after let we have to use the objective form of a person, not a subjective form. Though it is a subject, but it will be used in an objective form. The first person will be changed according to the subject. Here we see as, that means we. We is a plural form of I, so we have to use the plural form of he. The plural form of he is they. That, they, and according to the rules of imperative sentence, we should use should or might after subject in imperative sentence in the reported speech. In the reported speech, we should use should and might before the verb and after the subject. They should play cricket. Number 4, he proposed me that they should play cricket. Number 5 is also an imperative sentence. The teacher said to the students, please behave yourself. Here we see the word please has been used, so it is a request. Instead of please, we can use here in the place of said to requested. But if the sentence expresses any order, then we will use order. If the sentence expresses any advice, then we will use advice. If it is in past form, we have to convert it into past form. So the answer of the question number 5, example number 5, the teacher requested the students. If the imperative sentence start with a main verb, then we have to use to, to connect the reporting verb and reported speech. So we see the answer of the last sentence, the teacher requested the students to behave themselves. Yourself is a second person, so it will be changed according to the object. Object is the students. The plural form of the students in pronoun is them. Themselves. Yourselves. Themselves hobe, as it is a plural form, themselves. Now we see the last answer is the teacher requested the students to behave themselves. Okay, in my next class I will continue the rules of narration in detail, and I will give you the example to complete the rules effectively. Thank you all. Thank you again. Stay home, stay safe. Allah Hafiz. Assalamu alaikum.